Today is our first Tuesday of the season. We have 3 lessons right now going on tonight, 3 students each lesson. We'll be talking with our parents shortly about goals for the season and hopefully, getting the kids up on the horses and starting their season off well.
We have a lot of kids with autism, and we can have kids that have disabilities as little as like a hearing disability. Any physical disability that would limit them counts. A lot of different people volunteer, girls and boys. We have more girls than boys, so it'd be nice to get some more boy volunteers. All ages, 14 and older.
I enjoy the horses and also helping the kids. Trainers tell us to grab a horse, and we go and groom the horse and prepare the horse for the rider. And then we usually have 3, sometimes 4 spotters to go along with the rider. And sometimes I'll lead the horses, sometimes I'll be a side person to watch the child.
All right.
Last year I worked with one little boy, and it was just great. He loved to trot, and he would be up there and go trot, trot, trot. And it was more of a challenge for us to keep up with the trotting horse and hold the kid, but it was a lot of fun.
We want the students to be able to learn how to groom and to tack their horses. We want them to be able to learn how to be able to control them in a certain aspect, and it helps them to build an amount of independence for themselves.
This is our 2nd year. My oldest daughter actually took regular lessons a few years before that, and now we do the therapeutic riding. She has Down syndrome, and it helps with her muscle tone and her balance, which she needs a lot of help with.
Giddy up.
She enjoys it a lot. It's a great thing that they do here.
I'm Chris Vaslick. This is my son Corey.
Hi.
And my daughter Ashley Vaslick takes riding lessons here at Shady Hollow Assisted Riding. She's been coming here, I think, about 4 to 5 years now. They're twins. Yep. And we had a premature birth, so she was born 3 months early. So she's labeled autistic, but she's got ADHD, pervasive developmental delays. She's got mild cerebral palsy. So her communication skills are coming along, but she can tell us her wants and needs, but she doesn't have a conversation with us. But the one thing I can say is that when you talk about horseback riding or coming to see the horses, she always has a smile on her face. And you saw her when she got up on the horse. That was the first thing, her big smile. So I know she enjoys it, even if she can't tell me. We've noticed as far as posture, when she first started here, she was very hunched over and that. Now she's actually sitting real nice up on the horse, and I think it gives her a little more confidence too. She's learning how to do the reins, tell the horse to go left, right, and all that is good for all her muscles and stuff, so she's doing good.
Arm down free.
Go ahead, put your foot in there. That don't look too bad. I did pretty good with that. I love horses, and I love to work with people, so it's a great way for me to get in here and take advantage of both of the things that I love to do.
The best part of being here is having our riders walk through the door, knowing that they're coming in to do something that they're good at. A lot of times the riders will have brothers and sisters who can participate well in soccer and baseball and football, but this gives people with special needs an opportunity to do something that they really enjoy. And this is a lifetime sport, so they can continue doing this throughout their entire lives.
It's a great place. The people here are wonderful, very friendly. We enjoy coming here.
Welcome back to Taking the Initiative. I'm Reverend Bill Kunze, your host, and I've been joined for this segment by 2 of the leaders of the Shady Hollow Assisted Riding program. And they are Naaman Lyons, who is the marketing director, and Tony Giagiacomo, who is the executive director. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you for having us here.
Tony, we just saw this program in action now, but I wonder if you could kind of do a little explanation and analysis. What exactly is therapeutic assisted horseback riding?
Well, it was developed many years ago, and what we have found in our program that it actually helps people that do not have muscle control. For instance, people with cerebral palsy, their muscles from their hip down don't work properly, and the movement of the horse helps to develop these muscles. And that's very important because people with cerebral palsy have a problem with the abductors. They can't stretch their legs very far. So it's very difficult in the beginning to get one of the riders onto a horse. But after a year or two, you can see that the abductors will spread and they have more muscle control.
That's amazing. You see, I thought therapy would all be more emotional and mental, but it's also physical.
Physical, very physical. If you ride a horse, people don't realize it, but you use every muscle in your body. First of all, your shoulders are squared up, and that's important. We tell the kids, keep your body square, keep your head square. If you look at the video, we have side walkers and we have walkers who are behind, and the behind walkers are telling them, keep straight, keep your shoulders back, keep your head up. They also do a lot with the hands. Keep your hands parallel. Keep them controlled so you can turn the horse, because we don't want them raising their arms out here. We want them to use light controls to move the horse, right or left.
That's really interesting. Now, your website, I love the name of your website. What is the name of your website?
Hug a Horse.
Hug a Horse. What a great name. But I understand that there's actually a lot more, obviously we saw, involved than just hugging the horse, including professional certification and credentialing and Naaman, can you fill me in a little bit about that?
Our instructors have been certified by PATCH, which is the Pennsylvania Association of Therapeutic Horseback Riding, and we're also a member of the National Association of Disabled Riders, NARA. And these associations train the instructor of how to work with a special needs person, and the program's designed for horsemanship, and the relationship between people and horses has gone back a long way, and it's been a very beneficial relationship for both horses and people historically. And the training teaches you the grooming and the respect for the animals, teaches you the care, and it also teaches the person maturity and responsibility. So you grow on a number of different levels when you interact with the horses. But people's relationships with a lot of different animals have been discovered to be beneficial. But when you started getting into larger animals like the horse, who has helped us with our travel as well as our companionship and with growing food and agriculture, has been made beneficial by our relationship with horses and other large animals, then it's been quite an interesting ride. And you have to learn about this. It's not anything that can be taken lightly. Their care is very intricate. So our instructors learn this from our association and pass it on to our riders and students.
How'd you get into this, Tony? I mean, just one day decide we're going to do therapeutic riding here, or what?
Not really. I've always been into horses. I had race horses, I had riding horses, and then one day in about 1994, I was disenchanted with horse racing business, and it was just time to make a change. But I had all these horses at my farm. What do I do? By chance, a person came down to me and said, "Do you mind to board my horse here?" Well, I looked at the horse, I talked to the woman, and she said, "But I'm also interested in therapeutic riding." And I said, "Well, I don't know what that's all about."
I didn't until I met you.
So we decided to find out about it. That's when I got involved with PATCH, the Pennsylvania Council for Therapeutic Riding. I then got certified and went to their seminar programs. And from that day on was the beginning of Shady Hollow Assisted Riding. That's when we started. It was just one of those things. It was my time to do it, I guess.
And you use a lot of volunteers, I understand, and Naaman, that's how you got involved, right?
I started volunteering. One of the options that they offer is that for every 10 hours of time you spend volunteering, you accrue 1 hour of riding time for yourself. I started volunteering to be able to ride. But what happens when you spend time there, as you could see on the film, the interaction with the people, you just fall in love. It's a family atmosphere, it's safe, and it really is very productive time spent with the students, riders, and their parents, everyone associated with the program. It's a wonderful network of people helping other people with special needs.
So you found it a sort of a place to invest your life from a very different background, as I understand.
Well, I have been a cowboy for a long time. I grew up with the Westerns, and I grew up on a farm, so I'm not strange to being on the farm. I feel more at home there than in the city. But it's a place where I fell in love with the people, with the students, with the whole network of people. One of the reasons we'd like to come here is because we, as the people who were on before us, are saying that there's a number of people who are not serviced, who are not aware of a lot of programs that are available to us. We've been getting the word out, word of mouth, and we feel that there are a lot of people who need to know about us, like you did. We're not aware of this type of program. We'd like to get the word out.
Yeah, well, that's what we're doing here tonight. Yes. You have a great positive story to tell, but how big has the program become now, Tony?
Well, we're up to about 55 students at this point, 17 horses. We're running around 60 volunteers at this point. We're looking for more volunteers because at this point we've been getting a lot of invitations to take our horses out to different places to show the horses and what we do. And we need volunteers to do this. And that's the important part of our program. The students and the volunteers, and naturally, the horses. Without the horses, it wouldn't work.
So you're looking at, what are your needs for the future? Where are you going?
We're always needed volunteers. We're looking for sponsors, for scholarships for classes. A lot of our students are children of single parents, and we're looking for qualified instructors and horse people, always donations. But we invite everyone to come out and spend some time on the farm and just to be a part of it. I think it's important for everyone to give something back, and this is a beautiful place to give something back.
Now, if I'm a parent and have a special needs kid down, I saw that what kind of cost would be involved for being part of this therapeutic riding program?
Well, if we don't have any more scholarship funds available, then it falls upon the parent, and the fee is $35 a session, and a $25 registration fee, and we give 13 to 14 lessons per year. Basically, we don't go through the winter because it's more difficult because of the weather itself and the traveling to the farm in bad weather. So, and some of the kids can't take the cold weather, be outside in that kind of weather. We did at one time run the whole season, but it was brutal in January, February.
I can imagine.
Oh, it was, and we figured it was time to stop that.
So, Naaman, if people donate, they help provide scholarships for lower income folk, is that right?
For the students, right, to help offset some of the expenses. We have people who have donated tack.
Terrific. Well, loved hearing about your program. The Shady Hollow Assisted Riding Program is a place where you or your neighbors can find a great program for young people if they need it. We're just glad that you've invited us into your living room this evening, and I hope I'll see you next week, same time, same day, here on Taking the Initiative. Good night.